level the camper side to side and front to back using this and the long boards. If it's side to side, use the long boards under the wheel. And then chalk the wheels. Hand tight is probably good. Use the key to open the door, which turns into a step. You can leave the keys in there if it makes it easier, or if not, if you don't want it stolen. And then reach into the cabinet and pull out a crank tool, which we happen to have on hand. All right. Good. Then you'll put a square block underneath each corner stabilizer and crank down the stabilizers. Remember, these are not jacks, so you won't need to actually jack up the camper with them or you'll break the stabilizer. So just hand tight, and then if you wonder if they're tight enough, try to move this. If you can move it, it's not tight enough. If you can move it, tighten it down a little more. You can plug in your electrical outlet if you have an electrical outlet available. These dog bone adapters, there's 2 of them depending on if you have a 50 amp or 30 amp or 110 amp electrical output. And then undo latches on all 4 corners of the camper. Then you're ready to raise the roof on the trailer. Righty-tighty is to open. Usually takes somewhere around 55 to 60 cranks. So once you reach this being tight, when it stops, stop. Don't try to over crank it. Now you're ready to slide the beds out on each end. Pull them all the way out until they stop. And then reach under, and there's 2 supports on each end. Just kind of pick up with your back and then set them on their support, like so. Then once you've got the beds pulled out, just pull the canopy over the corners. I don't actually do the bungee underneath yet, just pull the canopies over the corner, then you'll go inside and put up the end supports.
Push that back.
Mm-hmm. Then I come inside and I push the end support all the way up. Just careful not to push them too far because you haven't bungeed the bottoms yet, so it will keep going if you keep pushing. So I just push it right to where it should be, but not any farther. There you go. Do it. Yeah, and then you're ready to bungee the underneath. So there's a hook on each end. And then a hook. And then you'll find 5 or 6 more of those. Just go all the way around until you've got them all attached. And don't forget to put this little piece of Velcro to help anchor your end windows. Then you'll want to come in and pull on this handle and raise the kitchen area all the way up. So then you'll want to extend this support brace, and then there's a hole to put it in at the very end on the end brace, and then you'll push, and it may take a little bit of firm push and then put it into that bracket. So to plug in the air conditioner, just unvelcro there and plug it in underneath the table.
And that thing is so stinking sore.
Then you can put these insulation pieces into all the windows. Just slip them in and zip them back up to help keep the sunlight and temperature regulated. For the door, you'll just unsnap these 2 button straps Then kind of pull back away from the door and it'll pop down. Just be real careful if you're doing it yourself, because it will slide on these two wires. Set it down on the end where it should go, then push it all the way up. At this point, you just kind of have to work with it to attach these levers. Get each one behind there. Once you've done that, take your side windows and Velcro them to the door to get all the lint out.